Good morning, grade 2. We are continuing with the Mumbai musicians. So far, only Gaurav has done all the work from the previous chapter to my satisfaction. So let's read Gaurav. Once upon a time, there lived a donkey named Gupu. He had worked for many years in the house of a farmer. He carried many heavy sacks of corn and sugarcane from the farm to the factory. He was now very tired and old. Let's keep the camera on the picture and you follow my reading on in your textbook. The farmer said to Gupu, "You are a good donkey. Take this sack of corn and go and see the world before you become too old." Gupu smiled and said goodbye. He set off towards the city of Mumbai. "I am good at music. I will go to Mumbai and be a musician there." What's a musician? Someone who plays music. Listen to how I'm saying the word musician. Nishant, pay attention. On the way, he met a dog. "Where are you going?" asked Dupu. I'm guessing Dupu is the name that this most imaginative writer has found for the dog. "I'm going to Mumbai to be a musician. Would you like to come too?" asked Gupu. "Yes, I would," replied Dupu. Off went the two friends on the dusty road to Mumbai. They saw a ball of fur in the middle of the road. "Who are you?" they asked. "I am Furry the cat," said the cat. Of course. "Would you like to come with us to become a musician?" asked Gupu and Dupu together. "Oh, I would love to come along," replied Furry. So off went the three together to become Mumbai musicians. Soon they met Cuckoo the cock. "I love music and wish to join your band." That's what this cock said. They all reached a house with a light. They all came to a house where there was a light on inside. They were tired and hungry. They peeped in through the window and saw a table with delicious food. They decided to sing to let the people inside know that they were musicians. They sang. The people inside thought that ghosts had come to scare them. They ran away as fast as they could. Gupu, Dupu, and Furry went into the house and ate the food till they could eat no more. There are many words here that I believe you will have difficulty reading. Musicians is one. Pay attention, Nishant. Musicians, people who play music, are called musicians. Once, upon. Priyanshu, once. That means one time. Gaurav, you had trouble with sacks. Big bags are called sacks. Corn is the grain that we can eat, corn. Then we have the word tired, when you need rest, when you have done a lot of work, you feel tired. Moving on, I believe that you will have, I think Sakshi will have trouble with the word smiled. To smile means to make a happy face, and Gupu smiled. Then we have the word replied. Replied means answered. To reply means to answer. We have the word fur. Is the hair on an animal's skin, fur. What other words? Let me see. I would love to come along with. Here's replied again. Then we have reached. Reached. To get to a place means reached. Tired again. Peeped. To peep means to look with one eye through a hole or something like that. To look without being seen. To peep into a window. This word is through. They peeped in through the window. Delicious. Very tasty. Yummy. Delicious food. Decided, when you think I'm going to do something, then you have decided to do it. Ghosts. Once you die and then you wander the earth going, ooh, you're a ghost. Scare. To scare means to make someone afraid. Nina ma'am scares me. And those are the difficult words. I have said them one more time. When you mispronounce them, it makes me tired. And here are the new words. Musician, tired. When you need rest, you write down the meanings, please. Musician, someone who plays music. Peeped, to look into. Delicious, tasty. Ghosts, scary spirits, you can write, or you can write ghosts are imaginary things of people who are already dead. Scare, to make afraid. To scare means to make afraid. After you've read this to me, we move on to the questions and answers. On page 132, why did the farmer tell Gupu to see the world? I would answer this in 2 sentences. When we don't know a language well, it's better to use short, correct sentences than long, confusing and incorrect ones. Why did the farmer tell Gupu to see the world? I would say. Gupu had, past tense, Gupu had worked very hard, full stop. So the farmer told, so already happened, told him to see the world before he got too old. Why did Gupu, Dupu and Furry want to go to Mumbai? The answer is almost in the question. Gupu, Dupu and Furry wanted. Why did they? Wanted to go to Mumbai to become musicians. Why did the people in the house run away? Well, we know the answer. It's because Gupu and Dupu and Furry sang so badly, they sounded like scary ghosts. The people in the house ran, past tense of run, ran away because they thought Gupu, Dupu and Furry were ghosts singing outside. Then we have these question answers in your notebooks, please. You have to pause and replay the video if you need help, and you can also ask me in class. Let's talk. If you were to join an animal band, which animal would you be? Make the sound of that animal, make a group. Let's do this when we get back together in school. Instead, let's move on to page 133. Let's sort out these words and put them on the correct shelf. These are words sorted according to how we say them. Short E words like leg come on the top shelf here. So there's leg, and there's bell, and there's well. Short I words like pig, and fish, and hill, and lip. Long E words like deep, and seed, and street. And then long I words like smile, dice, line, and kite. Your long E sounds also have the word meal in them. And the short E sounds also have nest. I think with that we've covered all the words. Write them down in your notebooks. Write long E words, then write deep, seed, street, meal. Do it like that. Now we move to page 134. Do you play any musical instrument? No, sadly, I do not play any musical instrument. Or, yes, I play the sitar and the tabla. Yes, I play the guitar and the drums. Yes, I play the flute. If no, which instrument do you want to learn? I would like to learn how to play the guitar. I would love to learn how to play the drums. Choose your own instrument, but write them down in your notebooks with correct English and grammar. You always ask for grammar, and here it is. Lots of grammar. You can't speak a sentence of English unless you know English grammar. And here we are, the opposite gender in the blanks. So I'm reading the first sentence. Anju's mother and father came to the school. My uncle and aunt, A-U-N-T, aunt, came to visit us on Monday. The lion and lioness, L-I-O-N-E-S-S, lioness, looked lovingly at their cub, at their baby. The king and queen sat on beautiful thrones. The man is running and the woman is walking. My grandfather and grandmother went to the market. All these in your notebooks, please. After you've done that work, let's move to page 135. Write any 9 words from the given list in the boxes. Put only one word in one box. Okay, this is a game that we can't play unless we're together. So again, mark this, and when you get back to school, you can tell me, let's play this game, let's play bingo. On page 136, children, we are going to look at some musical instruments. All these are called musical instruments. And we're going to see in which way they are similar, in which way they are the same, and in which way they are different. So let's look at them. I see a tabla set, sitar, flute, dhabli, guitar, iktara, shehnai, violin, and dholak. Now, I am so smart that I already see the differences. Some of these we hit with our hands, like the tabla and the drum, the dholak. Some of these have wires, like the guitar, sitar, iktara, and violin. And the dhapli is also one that we hit with our hand. Dhapli, tabla, and dholak we hit with our hands. The others that I just said have strings, the guitar, the sitar, the iktara, and the violin. And then the shehnai and the flute we blow on. These are called wind instruments. We make wind and they make a beautiful sound. Wind instruments. Percussion is the word for this, but it's enough if you write, we hit the tabla, dhapli, and dholak with our hands. These are called string instruments, the guitar, the sitar, the iktara, and the violin. So your 3 columns will be string instruments. You can write hit with the hand instruments and wind instruments, shehnai and flute. Make these 3 columns and write this down. And here they've given you that. Instruments that you play with your fingers, instruments that you blow into. So here I would write shehnai, flute. I play with my fingers or hands, the tabla, dhapli, and dholak. And string instruments, the sitar, guitar, iktara, and violin. On page 138, I see the picture of a musical instrument called a jal tarang. This is your video assignment, parent, homework, video test. You will make a jal tarang. You'll put different amounts of water and then you'll play it. Ting, 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 ting. Whoever does this nicely will get extra marks. Make your own jal tarang. Now look at the word jal tarang. It's made up of 2 words. Jal means water, tarang means music. Let's make new words in English. News plus paper is newspaper. School bag, toothpaste, necklace, someone. bathroom, timetable, football, and carpet. That's a bit of a stupid word because a car and a pet are two different things. But okay, carpet. And after this, all you have is the handwriting practice, the cursive writing practice on page 139. You may do this in your textbook. Get up early in the morning. With that, this whole chapter is finished.